We are talking the latest Detroit Lions news for you folks today, and in this video, we're breaking it all down. Where are the Lions at in the power rankings? Give you my thoughts as we go through it. We got mock draft, the latest one. Who do they have the Detroit Lions taking? Article written about free agents who the Lions should re-sign. Give you my thoughts on that. Jared Goff and more. But before we get into today's video, if you think it's a fun thing to pick up a $1 scratch-off lottery ticket, scratch it, and win the jackpot, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. Sometimes being a Lions fan, you can win big. Also, take that like button with you and let that bad boy get paid. Let's get into today's Lions news. Start off with some really good news again, and that's our quarterback, Jared Goff, once again nominated for FedEx Air Player of the Week. Why? Because he had a killer performance versus the Minnesota Vikings, distributed that football really well. Some big plays he did to Jameson Williams, DJ Chark, and most importantly, best part of being quarterback of the team, you won against the NFC North rival. You defeated a team you had to defeat to stay in the playoff race. You defeated a 10-2 team, and when you win, you get praise. And he had a great performance. Even though Kirk Cousins had more yards, I don't care. It's not all about the yards sometimes, folks. It's all about the wins. It's all about dubs. And right now, we're winning, and he is the guy who is holding that football down to give us these victories. So, shout out Mr. 16 in the comments section. Folks, where do you have the Detroit Lions ranking in your power rankings 1 through 32? 1 if you think that they're the best team in the NFL. 32 if you are drunk. Let me know in the comments section who you have and where you have the Detroit Lions in the power rankings. We're going to get into the latest mock draft here, folks. And wouldn't you know, if this actually turned out to be the case, that's called glory, glory, hallelujah. Lions fans, all fans nation, I like what they do, always doing their information on my videos, have the Detroit Lions getting Will Anderson at pick 4. Folks, pick 4. If we somehow got Will Anderson at pick 4, I'll do a backflip. Because all common sense points to Bryce Young, Jalen Carter, and Will Anderson going 1, 2, and 3. And if he or Carter was to fall at 4, you just got yourself a prized pick by sitting at the same spot. I like Jalen Carter over Will Anderson, but if you're saying you're sitting at 4, Carter's gone, Bryce is obviously he's gone, he's going first pick, and somehow Will Anderson falls you at 4, you got to take him. You have to take him. That would be a freaking grand slam selection. And I must say, if this occurs, I will be super ecstatic. Will Anderson's the best edge in the draft, period, folks. That's what he is. He is the best edge. Got 10 sacks, 12 quarterback hurries, 13 tackles for loss, and 28 tackles. He is just a bona fide stud and a certified G all around. I've talked about him already. Don't really need to go too much detail about him. But the next selection is a little questionable if you ask me. It is. With the 15th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select cornerback DJ Turner from Michigan. Y'all know who he is. Michigan fans here, folks. I'm not a Michigan fan, but a lot of my subscribers are. Why do I think it's a little bit controversial? First off, it's not about the position at all about DJ Turner. I think the Lions very well could take a corner with that 15th pick if that's where they're sitting at 15, or the second first round pick, wherever you want to go there. The question mark for me on Turner is there is a ton of corners in this year's draft. And I must say, I think there's Christian Gonzalez who's better, Cam Smith, Joey Porter Jr., Keely Ringo. You can put in there Clark Phillips, corner, who would be ahead of DJ Turner. I would take them over them. And those guys are all projected to potentially be there at the 15th pick. So that would be my question mark. But who is he? Maybe you don't know who he is, so I'll give you a little bit backdrop on this young stud here. This last season, he's had 1 interception, 1 pass defense, 24 tackles, 0 interceptions. Well, I don't care about the interceptions thing, but he is definitely a corner who's an outside guy. So that is a fit system there. Outside guy for the Detroit Lions because we do play man coverage. He is exactly that. The length of DJ Turner's frame and arms, it stands out. He's a fluid mover and he breaks out of his transitions nicely. His short area bursts, hips, flicks close underneath the routes. Turner showcases comfort, good speed, carry routes vertically, remaining upfield shoulder to be in position for a comeback route. Against supremely talented wide receivers for like Ohio State, Turner held his own. He punches the corners, windows, and he packs a pop. He can immediately stun receivers, disrupt the timing routes. I have no problem with him as a prospect. Matter of fact, I don't mind if the Lions were to draft him. I think in the 2nd round, if you were to say go another position with that 15th pick, linebacker, I don't know, whatever position, defensive tackle, they want to go edge if they didn't go edge with that first pick there. And they want to pick up Turner in the 2nd round, I think that would be a good spot for him. For sure, we got 2 second-round picks. I just think it's a little bit high at pick 15. It is, if you ask me. I'm going to just be frank with you. I'm not going to BS you on that one. That's just my personal opinion. Folks, we're going to keep asking this question. Who's going to win Sunday? Big game, Lions, Jets. Lions continue their playoff push. You got to win football games to do it against a very good team, the New York Jets, very good defensive team. Let me know in the comment section, who do you got winning this game? Let's continue on, folks. Let's talk about a little bit of free agency. Now, article again, article I do appreciate there, and that is talking about the free agent rankings and all Lions Fan Nation about players who Lions should sign in order. 6 being obviously the least, 2, and the number 1 being Jamal Williams. Go over my thoughts on this one. First off, I think when it comes to Isaiah Buggs, I think it's a no-brainer you re-sign him. I mean, he's not going to be expensive. He's a good rotational player. He showed it so far since he's been here. I have absolutely no problem with that. Still want to upgrade the defensive tackle position, whether it be Jalen Carter or, you go Major Payne there, Daron Payne, or in free agency. I still want an upgrade at that position. But Isaiah Buggs, yeah, man, no problem. Linebacker Alex Anzalone. This is a little bit of a question mark for me, and I'm going to explain why. First off, I think we need to upgrade the linebacker position. I like what Alex Anzalone has done for the Detroit Lions. I think he's done a good job, but I would like an upgrade over that position, whether that be in free agency, like Roquan Smith, or drafting a linebacker high. If they want to bring him back on a lower deal, okay, I don't mind that for, depth-wise, but I want to upgrade that position. So that's my personal thought here. John Kaminsky, absolutely bring John Kaminsky back. The commission has done a really good job for the Lions. Again, you can't have more rotation. You want more rotation on the edge. You want more players on that defensive line. And Kaminsky has shown he deserves to come back. It's not going to cost a lot. No problem, baby. No problem there. Deshaun Elliott. Tracy Walker's going to be back. Kirby Joseph. Those guys are going to be your starters if you ask me. Now, if they think Tracy Walker cannot be back to the start of next year, I get it. Depending on the contract here, I do like Tracy Walker and Kirby Joseph. I want those guys to be the starters. So if they're to think that potentially he could be a backup, I love that idea. He's done a good job as a backup, but not as a starter. DJ Chark. I want to see still some more from DJ Chark. He's played good in the last 2 games. He's got more games to prove it. If he continues to show out like he has, absolutely. Bring DJ Chark back, no problem. But if he goes quiet, you could, depending on because he's going to cost a little bit more. I wouldn't bring him back like to a big contract. But if he plays out and continues to do well, I can bring him back to a nice contract. Jamal Williams, absolutely bring Jamal Williams back. He's not going to cost a lot. He's a good leader for the team. And guess what, folks? All he does is get touchdowns. That's all the man does. So it's going to be a cheap deal. He gets touchdowns. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? So you're not going to hear me complain at all about bringing my man Jamal Williams back into the fold. Let's go over some power rankings, folks. Y'all been waiting for this. After a big win versus the Vikings. Where are they at, the Detroit Lions at? Well, let's talk about it right now. NFL.com has the Detroit Lions right now sitting at 10 out of 32. Previously, it was 17. That's what they had there. Love NFL.com. They have them as a top 10 team. USA Today has got him 13th in the NFL. I have no problem with that. Previously 18, doing a 5-point jump. Yahoo Sports have an 11th in the NFL. Previously, it was 16. The Athletic, 10th in the NFL, previously 15, as you're seeing a massive explosion and jump from power rankings. Then we get a little bit here, Sporting News. They got 17th last week from 22. ESPN's always been on the off the bandwagon for the Detroit Lions. They've been hard on them this whole season. 17th, previously 20. The Ringer, 17th, previously 18th. 1 yard, that's a weird one. I would say I don't mind between 15 and 10. I think they're playing as a top 10 team right now. But I have no hard feelings if you're to go between 10 and 15. I think the Sporting News, ESPN, and the Ringer is a little bit salty. But again, we are still a 6-7 win football team, but we are playing much better. That is my personal opinion. So, not too upset about these power rankings. Again, it's just people's thoughts on the team. I like to see what people think upon this. Not bad, if you ask me. Really, not too bad. In all honesty, not a lot of complaints there, folks. Tomorrow we got the Lions vs. Jets breakdown, analysis, and prediction video. Get ready for that. It's going to be a really good one. Big one here for sure. Thursday, the One Pride podcast. We talk all things Detroit Lions. Friday, we get into the latest news and rumors. And Sunday, Lions vs. Jets live watch party. Be here for it. We have a great time. We have been having a great time, let's be honest. With that said, folks, adios.